We do have black bears here. Did you see the picture at the?
Yeah, when we came in. Was that taken right around here?
Yeah, the bear. Yeah,
so
the
was
bear
that
was
one
on one of those trees. So this tree was way before we were the owners. Was hit by lightning, and the stump here is about what, 40 foot, right? And it's hollow. Look, you can walk through it. Here in the middle, it's burned all the way up.
All around the country for 6 months. You started in LA to Florida to New England, around that area,
Yeah.
Maine, and then you found this place on your travels, during that travel.
So basically, yeah, we were paying right there. She said, oh yeah, we just fell off of escrow and we're selling. We started talking with them, extended our stay, decided to buy. We were ready for a change. We didn't know this was going to be a change.
Good morning, Ramblers. Here we are at the Olympic National Forest. We jumped from the Redwood National Forest right into the Olympic National Forest, and we want to talk about this next video.
Yes, we just spent a few days in the Redwoods, and we have a couple of videos about our time in the Redwoods. But we went and talked to the owner of the RV resort right before leaving, and it turned into just saying goodbye to about an hour of a conversation.
I think it was an hour, probably more than that. Yeah, because we're just gonna pop in, say goodbye, say thanks, and then all of a sudden it was like, wow, this is fun. We wish we would have had taken the time earlier to talk with them, because it was just a great story, and we want to share it with you.
Yeah, and so I do want to say, like, we love, if anybody watches this, we love visiting and getting to know new people. And so as we're visiting with Patrick and talking to him about what it's like to be in an RV resort and own an RV resort, and he came from LA to the Redwoods, huge change of pace, huge different lifestyle. And after talking to him, we just thought he deserves his own video. And we right.
Yeah.
And we found all the stories very interesting. We try to keep each one short, but he tells us about bear safety. He tells us about the big, beautiful redwoods, what it's like to live out there, what it was like to buy an RV park. Many different stories are just in this small amount of time that we are sharing this with you, and we wanted you to see it. And hopefully, if you really enjoy it and you're going through the area, you decide to go stay at Mystic Forest RV Park.
Yeah, certainly. So this is a little bit of a departure from our regular videos, because normally we try to cram as much as we can in to show you guys, and this is just one location and just a conversation. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So like we said, it was very last minute, so it gets really good as you get going. In the beginning, excuse some of the sound, but we start walking through the woods and doing more of our conversation and talking with him, but it was very last minute, and it actually turned out to be quite interesting. So I hope you enjoy.
All right, Ramblers, enjoy. You guys have been here, you, your wife, your children, been here for a year now.
That's a year. We moved on the 12th of April.
Yeah.
So, and then we became the owners on the 18th of April. Tomorrow, it's going to be 1 year.
What kind of a change have you seen for you and your family since moving out of LA to up here, from going from Southern California, LA, up here to Northern California? So as a change in a family, what is the biggest thing? Yeah.
It's huge. I mean, here, look, you see this triangle right there? That's the teepee corner of the Six Rivers National Forest. And so we won't have neighbors here, and then there too. And anyway, what I'm saying is there's nobody here almost.
Real nice.
We're away from the Klamath town,
yeah,
which is 800 people over there. But what I was going to say is we lived in a in a cul-de-sac, and the cul-de-sac, the street was going like this toward a boulevard that was supposed to be 45 miles an hour. People were going at 60, 70 and stuff. And to take the two kids, because my son was trying to learn how to do bicycle, right? How to bike. And so it was a project. Put the bikes in the, in the minivan. Whoops, one has to pee, and then whoops, and then by the time you get there, oh my gosh, it's almost sunset. Let's bike, go back home, right? And someone's hungry. My son learned how to bike right here.
Oh.
So he just goes out, start biking here, and sometimes I work and I see him
Yeah.
playing with kids
Real
and
nice.
stuff. And it's quite a fun summer. It's like summer camp for 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For them.
You are honestly living a dream, owning your own RV park. You get to meet people every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that for me, that'd be the tough part, as far as you have so much work to do, but you want to say hi to everyone, you want to talk to everyone, you want to hear everyone's stories, and everyone has a story, you know.
Oh, from everywhere. People come here from everywhere. Okay, this is like not a joke. In LA, I had trouble sleeping. My average per night was, 5.5 a night.
Was what?
5.5 hours a night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I moved here, and this is like, I told my wife, I said, honey, I'm sleeping better.
Yeah.
And now my average is closer to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
easily, yeah.
Just
Easily.
like this. And
Well, you're busy. You're working all day, physically probably doing
Well, and
stuff
then-
too.
But
yes,
yeah.
I think there's a life change too. I was working at the computer, right,
Oh.
since 2002.
On a scale of 7 to 10, that is the 7th most dangerous profession as office work.
Yes,
Just
I heard
because of
that from my
sedentary
chiropractor.
lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're in awkward, unnatural positions, hunched over the keyboard, sitting for hours at a day.
Yes, a very good chiropractor of mine in LA told me, Patrick, office workers are some of the worst, he says.
Yeah.
They come, I adjust them, they go back out right away because they're blobs, basically. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's not much to hold, right? Because
Yeah,
the
and then-
muscles don't work that much.
Tell us about this tree again. We talked about it yesterday, but
Oh, yeah.
maybe we'll share your part of the story too.
So this tree was way before we were the owners, was hit by lightning, and the stump here is about 40 foot, right? And it's hollow. Look, you can walk through it, and then here in the middle, it's burned all the way up.
There it is.
It's hard to see, right?
Oh no. Yeah, we get a little
And that was
glimmer
all
of light.
and that was all because of lightning.
Yes.
Lightning is
Oh,
what
that's
created
right.
this. Oh, and then I can see the stump even better now.
And so we had a wedding reception here. That's
Oh.
why all the tables were here. They had tents over them, and they made it so nice. It was like
Yeah, wedding in
our
the forest.
first wedding reception since we're the owners here.
Yeah.
And I showed them a few spots around the property, and when they saw that, they're like, "Oh, we're doing it here," because of the tree. And, it's a nice
Oh, yeah.
area.
And how many acres? You said it was like 50 some acres?
Yeah,
that you
that's
had?
right. This is 50 acres, and we have on the hill there a lot of redwoods also.
Yeah.
Like redwoods like this one, for example, which is pretty big, right? This is about 175 feet tall.
And that's probably a baby. What? Maybe
It's a
about 100?
toddler. It's a toddler.
Yeah, 100 years
Well,
old.
I mean
maybe,
toddler. Maybe he's not even like a teenager. So, because these trees are going to be like 800 years old.
Yeah.
And they're going to go all the way up to 250. Some will reach 300.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And then the tallest are about 340. Just a little story here of what I've been told, and even a professional tree cutter who came here to help me. Did you see a big tree that fell over the trail over there?
No.
Anyway, he came and I asked him, can you cut this tree? And it was for him, yeah. It was like, for me, it was like, how do we do this, right?
Yeah.
He goes there and he did it like as easy as we brush our teeth, or
Right,
something
right.
like that. But he told me this was filled with redwoods, right? All the hills here. And as a matter of fact, if you walk off trail here, you'll see stumps all over the place. So this
Oh,
was
wow.
harvested. I would say about 60 years ago.
Okay.
So
yeah.
now those redwoods are about 60 years old or more. We don't have the biggest trees in the world in terms of volume. The biggest trees in the world are in the sequoias, right? Those are the fattest, biggest trees. Now what we have here, the coastal redwoods, are the tallest trees in the world.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're tall and skinny. They're big,
Yeah.
but they're not as fat as the sequoias over there.
Oh, so the sequoias aren't as tall as the...
No.
I would assume it'd be proportionally, it would have been the same. Or, as far as
Right.
big as round and then taller even, but it's not.
No, the tallest are the coastal redwoods.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I want to touch briefly upon your monument, your RV monument. but you and your family took all around the country for 6 months. You started in LA, to Florida, to New England, around that area,
Yeah.
Maine, to our home state of Washington, and then through here, and then you found this place on your travels, during that travel.
That's right. We were just traveling. We're going back to LA, and then we stopped here for just 2 nights. And Carolyn, the owner at the time, fantastic people. They were the stewards of this land for 30 years, almost 30 years.
Wow.
It was Carolyn and Tom, fantastic people. So basically, yeah, we were paying right there with my wife. And, you know, she said, oh yeah, we just fell off of escrow and we're selling. And my wife and I looked at each other, you know, after 6 months on the road, ready for a change. My wife is a passionate school teacher, right? And I was doing online marketing and stuff. We started talking with them, extended our stay, decided to buy. We were ready for a change. We didn't know this was going to be a change.
That's a heck of a change.
The change. And then, so we went home. They were patient enough. They even had offers while we were gone. They said, no, sorry, we're in contract with someone.
Oh,
because
really
we
nice.
could not buy this without selling our house in LA. So we sold our house finally last year on the 27th of March. Moved here on the 12th of April, and the story goes on. They stayed with us for a month, and Tom said, "I'm always at the other end of the line, right?
Yeah.
Just a phone call away, right?"
Yeah.
And he, I call him regularly with questions.
That's awesome.
But fantastic. Carolyn's going to be 89 this year,
Wow.
and she was done, right? She wanted to retire, but Tom wasn't. Tom just loved this place. Was actually emotional.
Sure.
Oh, I
departure.
bet.
Yeah, because you said
yes.
30 years.
Yeah.
And what's interesting, so she was 89 when it was sold.
It was sold last year. She was still 87.
Yeah, so 87.
Yeah,
So she was 57 then when she purchased
That's
this,
right.
I'm assuming.
that's right.
And so that's, talk about, you know, longevity. I think when I'm 57, I ought to buy an RV park. So I'm guaranteed 30 years of life.
Yes.
You know, I think that's...
No.
I think
I'll come
that's
talk
the
to you
secret.
guys and double check on that.
They had many offers
Mhm.
to buy this park, and some people wanted to turn this into, you know, a modal park, right? A mobile home park.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they had another offer. Somebody wanted to turn this into a motel,
No.
and different offers. No, we fell in love with this.
Yeah.
You kept it the way it was,
Yes,
Yeah.
the way it
we
should
fell
be.
in love with exactly this. Just Maya said that, and I always love what she said. She said, we're not just the stewards of this. We didn't create this.
Mhm.
So, you know, this is being created by itself. We're just the stewards of the place.
Yeah.
We do have black bears here. Did you see the picture at the...
Yeah, when we came in, you showed us the photo. Was that taken right around here?
Yeah, the bear,
So
the
was
bear
that
was
one?
on one of those trees. So what we ask people is when they're finished eating, outside to just wrap everything, seal, and put it away before doing any other activity.
Yeah, oh, certainly.
So the bear, that story with the bear here is that right here at this tent site, the couple had cooked a meal for lunch. It was midday, and they went for a nap in the tent. And we get a call. Oh, I told you the story. Yeah, we get a call from the tent, and they said, "There's a bear on the picnic table." And so my wife and I came quickly with, you know, things to make noise, like a pan and
Yeah.
utensil. And then before like pushing him away, Maya said she took a few shots, and then we went, and then he went away.
They were tenting here, and then the bear was up on this area stump. Tell
So-
Maya that was great. It was a good photo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'll
was-
tell her.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
a great story too.
But it's more like a message, you know, to not feed the wildlife. The goal is not to scare people.
No.
Educate, yeah.
It's to educate. And the bears don't care about us. They don't care about us. They care about our food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
so that's why we always tell people, especially tenters, there's no food, no lip balm, nor juices in the tents at any
Anything
time.
with the scent.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, oh, interesting. Even the lip balm.
It's funny, if someone's looking into being a campground owner, I realize that, and Maya and I talked about this a few times. Maya and I always love having people over to our house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we always
Always hosted.
Yes, we always like invited people, and we like, not like forced. We just loved it. We love when people just came and rang and didn't call, just show up. Hey, let's have a tea or coffee. Well, this is like this on steroids.
Right.
I mean, so we have people over. So campground owners, people who are more intimate, who doesn't like people in their space, I don't think should become campground owners.
You're right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. You have
Well,
to
I
be.
mean, I can't decide for them, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying you have to be able to be willing to have people in your space
Yes.
at all times, right?
Yeah. And so this was, like I was talking earlier, this is the monument right here. Now, are you renting this out? Is someone in it right now, or are you renting it out? Or
Yeah, we're renting it.
Okay.
This is a nice old Bounder, 1996, and that's the one we traveled in across the U.S.
And then so someone can book this to stay.
Yeah, we kind of like renovated the inside. You know, it's cozy.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice living space.
Yeah, as you can see, we didn't do the middle.
Right. Just did the outside, did the perimeter, and
And here, don't remember the name of the highways, the freeways here, but there's the 90 and the 94, or something like that.
yeah, because the 90 goes all the way.
That's right. So we decided to go to see Mount Rushmore, and we're a little bit on a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
well,
we
you
just,
said it was going to be 2 months,
yes.
and then you extended it to 6 months.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
just kept on extending. America is diversely beautiful.
Mhm.
It just is. I
Yeah.
mean, look, you have the swamp here. You have, the very deep desert here, and then you have, the
Like Arctic
forest.
wasteland.
I mean,
And then you got, because even Washington,
snow there.
we have our rainforest on this side. We have our high desert on that side. Same thing with Oregon.
Yes.
And
That's
even
right.
in California, on inland, and you got the beautiful Sierras. This is really is a great country.
It's so wild. You have crocodiles here, right? You do.
Yeah,
But here,
dinosaurs.
you just go up, and you don't anymore. It's freezing cold, right, in Maine.
Well, honestly, this is great. I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
This is awesome.
For coming, guys.
Yeah,
You're
this
welcome
is-
anytime.
Thank you for hosting. Yeah, it's we could have stayed here honestly longer. It's just nice to relax and just the environment, just breathe the fresh air, be in the green, and just really jealous.
If you want to reach us, you can go to mysticforestrv.com, or you can just look at the Mystic Forest Campground on Google. I don't know if Google's going to still exist next year or the following year, but just look it up somehow. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your trip.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Thank you for hosting, and I wish we would have met your family, but they're off on their own little adventures while you're busy here.
Yeah, right.
Getting ready for the busy season.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go
Bye,
see
guys. Bye,
Papa.
everybody. Yeah. Bye. Come and see us in the Redwoods.
After saying our goodbyes to Patrick, we went north to Bandon, Oregon. Be sure to become a Rambler and get notified of future videos as we stay at Bullards Beach State Park, exploring the beautiful Oregon coast. Thanks for watching, Ramblers.